You asked, are relationships supposed to be hard? Is the sky supposed to be blue? Is winter supposed to be cold? Is the beach supposed to be sandy? Relationships being hard is just a factually true thing. Is it supposed to be that way? Kind of irrelevant. They just are. Now, if the relationship is not particularly close and not particularly deep, those aren't that hard. Relationships that you only see every once in a while, for example, or relationships that are just based on talking about factual stuff or stuff outside of me and outside of you. So we're talking about a subject that we can both look at and point to, and it's not really about us. It's just about our opinions on X or our thoughts on Y, or let's just talk about the weather or sports or something. Those aren't particularly hard. Those are very manageable. But the closer you get to somebody and the more proximity you have to somebody and the deeper you go with somebody, the more difficult the relationship becomes. Factually true, relationships like that are hard, but that is beneficial for a couple of reasons. Number one, the only way relationships grow deeper is by working through the difficulties. There is no closeness beyond I step on your toes, you step on mine. We work through that together with a dedication and a commitment to each other. That's a relationship that's going to grow deeper. And as we work through the difficulty, I get shaped and forged as a person, as a human. I become who I'm supposed to be through the tool of deep, close relationships. That is the forging mechanism. And if I don't have that, or I resist that, or I reject that, or I leave somebody every time it gets hard, I'm given feedback I don't like, people share what it's like to be with me, whatever it is. You show me a person who's living their life relationally like that. I'll show you somebody who's a 50-year-old in a 10-year-old body. They don't grow up. They don't mature. So the structure of healthy, lasting relationships that support the pressure and the weight of the difficulty of the relationship. Picture a triangle, okay? At the very top is this thing called attunement. That's what you're working for in a healthy, lasting relationship. Attunement is I see you, I feel with you, I'm willing to suffer alongside you, and I delight in you. That's Dan Allender. That's the pinnacle of these healthy, strong relationships. The bottom right corner of the triangle is something called containment. And that is the playing field that you and I create together where you don't have to be perfect with me. You can practice relationship. You can try. You can fall flat on your face relationally with me. And it's okay because I don't demand or require perfection from you. You can be clumsy. And then the bottom left of that triangle is something called repair. And that is not if, but when you step on my toes or there's harm done, we circle back with each other and we do that repair work. And that's got to be specific. It can't just be saying, I'm sorry. It's got to be, I know when I said or did this, I did damage to you and damage to us. And I am sorry. Will you forgive me? That's repair. So attunement, containment, repair is the structure that supports relationships, which are by nature difficult. How would you rate yourself in terms of your willingness to press through and deeper in relationship versus just wanting it to be fun and easy relationally with others? And are you guilty of pointing to the people closest to you and go, well, I don't get it. Everybody else in my life thinks I'm great and I find it very easy with them. Somebody you work with, for example, and then you point to maybe your spouse or a roommate or a work colleague that you're around all the time and you go, why is it so hard with them? That's why. So what's your level of guilt? 1 to 10 on that. Mine's a 10.